My desire to have a global funding fund managers connected to the state sovereign fund managers. Both the ends are very important. Here I'm giving everything is mathematical. Transparency via continuous CRIM reporting, corporate governance, risk management, earnings, accounting quality, and management quality. There are 316 qualitative and quantitative elements of management. 12 are quantitative, that is E, earnings. The rest are qualitative. So we have the process areas of 316. And then you have to have the matrix created for qualitative elements of management, which are very, very important. So this is what I'm giving a synopsis of the same. That is a global fund managers being connected to, important. In between are the guys who are going to make use of your funds. And what we are trying to arrive at is to reduce the dark value and how to increase the AVR, accelerated value return. That's what I am providing here based on science, physics, quantum physics, and metaphysics. Metaphysics is very important. So take a look at what Deep Dive has analyzed in a couple of pages.
Copyright, Corporate MOM, Corporate Management Orbiter Mission.
With the whole engine.
We do. Now we have to talk about the money, because in global finance, capital moves where value is created. What is the actual financial payoff for a company adopting this ethical OS?
The value creation detailed in the text is just massive, and it relies on something called the AVR delta.
Okay, the AVR delta. Let's go back to our rating scale from earlier.
Yeah.
The company was stuck at a 2 out of 5, right? They were bleeding 3 points of dark value.
Yes.
When they adopt the 3 layers and eliminate that friction, the premise is they jump from a 2 to a 5.
Yes, the entity achieves operational coherence. And that newly unlocked value, those 3 points of reclaimed potential that were previously just vanishing, that is the AVR delta, which stands for accelerated value return.
Okay.
And that delta is the specific metric that drives the financial rewards of the entire system.
Right, because the source outlines a royalty trigger based on this. It says royalties are tied to AUM, assets under management, but specifically paid only on the incremental valuation.
That's a vital distinction.
Meaning you only pay a royalty on the new wealth created by the AVR delta, not on your existing baseline revenue.
Exactly. It doesn't drain your existing operating capital. The text compares this directly to SpaceX's equity-linked compensation model, or Norway's sovereign wealth fund. It is deliberately designed to convert enterprise growth directly into systemic prosperity.
But let's look at the actual math provided in the text, like who actually gets this royalty money?
The breakdown is very precise. A 5% royalty goes to the licensor of the IBCM Ethical OS, so the architect of the framework.
Okay.
And another 5% is funneled directly to MSMEs, micro, small, and medium enterprises, and into broader societal development initiatives.
Wait, so that is a 10% total royalty paid on the newly unlocked wealth.
Right.
But if I am a massive private equity firm like Blackstone or EQT, both of which are explicitly mentioned in the text, why on earth would I agree to give away 10% of my growth?
Well, simply because 90% of a massively expanded pie is far better than 100% of a shrinking one.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, 90% of that incremental valuation stays with the company. When you eliminate dark value, your risk profile drops dramatically. And when your risk drops, you secure cheaper loan rates, you avoid devastating regulatory fines, and you stop wasting millions on those forensic audits we talked about.
Right.
As a result, your market valuation just skyrockets.
Which totally changes the game for those private equity giants. A jump from a 2 to a 5 gives them the mathematical justification to optimize their exit policies at much higher valuations, or to confidently double down on their investments.